I did it. Are we rolling?
I mean, we are rolling.
Okay.
I don't know if we're doing anything yet, but we are rolling.
I like
just in case we start to do something.
Okay. I did a funeral.
You did a funeral?
I did a comedy show at a funeral in Gardena.
Dang.
It was absolutely.
Did you know the person?
No, I did not.
No.
It was a football player who passed at. He went to Alabama A&M, and he got hit in the game, and he was in the hospital, and he ended up passing away at like the age of like 19. And his sister hit me up and was like, "We need a comedian."
We need a comedian.
It was the worst bomb I have ever experienced.
Yeah.
In my comedy. And this year.
Yeah. You were challenging them. You were like, how much do you love this guy? Are you willing to laugh right after the funeral? This is a challenge to you. I better bomb tonight. I better not do well, because if I do well, y'all didn't really love dude.
Nah, I should have said that. But I didn't make it through my set.
Of course.
I got pulled off by the grandfather.
Of course.
He said, "We don't know what he's talking about. He's not funny. What is he talking about? Get him. This is my grandson's funeral." I was like, man.
Like this wasn't adjacent to the funeral. This is a part of, like, people still have on their funeral clothes.
This is at the reception.
At the reception.
Yes, at the reception.
So did other people get to say kind words?
Yeah, all that stuff was done.
All that was done.
This is like the drinking people.
Yeah. So instead of Frankie Beverly and Maze, you got Dave Helem, comedy stylings,
and a grief counselor before me.
Grief counselor
who set the mood.
And you don't even have stories about dude.
I don't know this person.
You don't know this person. Yo, that's crazy. Because, like, I feel like we're good. You know, when comedians die, other comedians do tell stories, do stuff.
A roast.
And
something.
People do laugh, but it's because it's about the person. Nobody's like, actually, you know, I got this one bit about, you know.
I had no funeral material.
You had no funeral, but did you see the funeral?
No, bro. Like,
you didn't go to the funeral and take notes?
I showed up. The time they told me to show up, they said, "Get a plate." So
get a plate.
They had a margarita fountain, like a fondue fountain with cheese, but it was just margaritas the entire time. So I got put my cup, got me a little margarita.
Yeah,
but I knew it was not going to end well. Like,
margarita filtered through other margarita.
Yeah, like Inception.
Yeah, that is nuts. That is crazy.
That was the hardest little money I've ever made in my life. And then,
like, I did a retirement party / wedding anniversary that went horribly.
Yeah,
because I was like, they brought me up too late. Like, the people already gave their, like, heartfelt, "Oh man, we're gonna miss you down at the station," all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's me, a complete stranger, going up, and people had been there for hours. It was just like, and this is the worst part. The dude whose retirement didn't know I was a surprise. I don't think he was a fan. And right before I go up, he grabs the mic out of nowhere and goes, "Now it's time to party." And then the lady taps him and was like, "Well, before that, we got somebody coming to the stage."
Oh, so you get in the way of the
party.
party.
Come on, Mr. Comedian Man. Don't even say my name. No name, no credits. Come on, Mr. Comedian Man. Now it seems like I'm just a hungry comedian that asked to go up. That wasn't even part of, you know what I'm saying? Like, she hooked me up.
People don't realize how much intros matter. Like,
especially in unorthodox situations. Yes, an intro doesn't matter at a theater where your name's on the marquee and everybody knows you're coming and you could just walk out to silence and get applause. But when you are at a non-comedy thing and now you have to make it a comedy thing,
absolutely,
that introduction is important.
Man.
Do you have a song like when people ask you for a song? Do you have a song that you go out to?
It changes, man. But I think one of my favorite songs to come out to is "Palm Olive" by Freddie Gibbs and
Okay.
and Madlib.
Okay.
It just starts off just
That's a good litmus test too for like what kind of night it's gonna be.
yeah.
Like if they have no if they never heard of that, then you're like, all right, well I know, you know.
I don't do comedy for other people though, man. So like if I'm gonna come out to a song, I give no fuck about the song you want to hear. This is for me.
Oh yeah, but you still gonna know, you know,
Yeah.
what kind of time they on.
Or for them, when they hear that song drop, they're like, oh, this is a black comic coming to the stage, right? Like
Yeah.
remember I came out to "Trouble on My Mind" by Pusha T and what's his name?
Tyler?
Tyler, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
And this white lady was in the audience, and she was like, "I knew you was gonna be funny," and I was like, "I know you like black men because you know." Yeah.
Coming to the stage, we got Davey Boy.
Not Davey Boy, man. Come on, bro.
We got Dave Helem.
Were you always Rob Hayes?
I was always Rob Hayes. This what happened.
Okay, fade out.
This what happened. Ronnie Jordan spelled my name wrong.
Okay.
I asked Ronnie Jordan for an autograph, and then he had spelled it Rob Hayes, and then like people was like, it was at University of Georgia, so people was gassing it. They was all like, "Man, he don't even know you, dog. He spelled your name crazy, blah blah blah." And I was like, it looks kind of dope.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of made it that. And then there was a minute where people didn't respect the stage name. Like I would tell them, hey, put me on the bill as Rob Hayes. But because my Facebook name was Rob Hayes, they would still put it on the flyer. You know, they would make that decision. So then the day I changed it on Facebook, it was like, there's no going back.
They were like, you don't have enough street cred for the Z in your name. Like,
It was really just it was, I think it was like people didn't understand, hey, this is not, like there's some people that really get into like, is it your real name? Why did you do, and it's,
right.
and to me, I did it for my family. I didn't want my sister to have to deal with, or like stuff to get back to my parents and stuff. I thought like it would be, like there's one more barrier to prevent me from saying something crazy and then affecting everybody.
That's a way cooler story than I thought that was going to be about your name, because that's actually a very dope story.
Yeah.
My first name, as you know, was Davey Boy.
Yeah.
Because I had an alcoholic friend who said, "Let me manage you." And I was like, okay, I'm just starting off in comedy. I don't know what's going on. Right?
Yeah.
He said, man, you gotta have a cool name. That's what comics do. You gotta have a stage name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he had another artist whose name was Baby Boy.
Oh, yeah. Like, so y'all like ASAP Mob, y'all like y'all the boys.
Paul.
Y'all the boys.
The boys.
Yeah.
With a Z. But so I was Davey Boy, he was Baby Boy. And then I was like, this ain't me. So I put Helem at the end of my name. To be like,
right. That was your name on my phone for the longest, Davey Boy Helem.
Davey Boy Helem.
And then Apple was like, nah, people get to choose what they want to be called. You know how like now the update and now it's like, man, I don't never call you that, dog. King? Now I gotta search King for your name? That's crazy. This is a Facebook name.
Now you got a choice. That's hilarious. So then I don't know, man. It was crazy. Like then I kept being like, I'm enough, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can be Dave Helem. So
yeah.
I just changed it one day, and the reason I remember that because that was the week my dad died. So I was just like, I was like, like God was like, you can change your name, but you can't have a daddy. So it was like it was kind of like,
dang,
the same week. I was like, I should have stayed David Boy. That was dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you became a man.
I did, man. My Lion King moment, man.
Yeah.
All right.
We got Dave Helem in the building. This is the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze.
Come on, man.
Don't worry, I got you.
Seducing scheme, huh?
Yeah.
Schemes.
If you don't know, Dave wrote on rap shit.
Yeah, man. Season 2.
Yeah.
Seducing scheme. Shout out to Mia and Shauna. I was just with Ida last night.
Oh, dope.
Just randomly at the Comedy Store. I just ran into her. I haven't seen her in a minute, man. So that's good.
Dope.
This is so is this like a music podcast? Like,
no,
it's just whatever.
It's just whatever. It's just,
I like
just
that.
kicking it. Yeah.
Catching up about stuff.
'Cause
It's been a minute.
Dave, I thought you had done the show.
Nah.
I was like, right before I asked you, I was like, but Dave's done the show before. And then I searched Rob Haze, Dave Helem. I searched Rob Haze, Inconsistent Podcast, Dave Helem. I was like, no, there's no way Dave has not done the show already. That's nuts.
We have not.
I apologize.
We have not podcasted in like 10 years.
I thought you had did the show.
No.
Wait, when did we podcast before?
With Felonious Month. I think we did it during Big Sky. Like 2015.
Yeah. Oh man,
That
Big Sky.
You were so mad.
I've never
so
been
mad.
so pissed, man. I gained nothing. All I did was lose money and realize I don't like Montana. The whole thing was like drinking. I wasn't really drinking like that at the time. Steaks, that was cool. Shooting guns, not really for me. They had me go to the radio station
And do press.
and the radio station was like, yeah, the girls in Montana are real chocolate thirsty. I was like, what the hell? Where did y'all bring me? Like, what is going on? It was a competition. I didn't even make it to the finals. This is the first comedy competition in a long time that I didn't like advance. That was bugged out. They had a big theater show for the like top 10 comedians. Only 20 comedians in the thing. They really could have just let everybody get some theater love. But no.
You were so salty. I was sitting next to you in that theater as we were watching the finals as they and I was annoyed too, but you at a level of like, man, like remember Belly, you know, the dude that was sitting downstairs on the couch that they made get naked.
Yeah.
That was your energy, like, oh.
Come on, man. I still wore my theater outfit to the show. I still look like I had a theater show later. And I stood and clapped for every act afterwards, no matter how I felt about them. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I was so pissed, man. There was a dude there that did comedy with a flute.
No, he played the violin.
The violin.
The violin. I would have remembered the flute, but he definitely. I just saw him at the Comedy Store recently too, and I was going to say like, "Hey, what's up?" But I was like, "Nah, that's not worth it."
The guitar, you could tell jokes while using the guitar. The keyboard, you could tell jokes by using the keyboard. The violin, you got to take a break.
Who's the comedian that's blown up off like social media? Who plays the guitar? Like it's like
Morgan J.
Morgan J.
Yeah, shout out Morgan J.
Morgan J. Man.
Yeah.
Yo, but that was a wild time in Montana. I remember we went out to brunch on a Sunday. They brought me back for another show. Right?
Okay.
And they paid for my flight, gave me like $300, whatever.
Yeah.
Took me out to brunch. They had $5 bottomless Bloody Marys. And I was like, how are you making money?
Right.
Like, who's the
what is in this?
Well, first of all,
whose blood are we drinking? Is it Mary?
But I was just thinking, like, who's your accountant? Like who's bouncing the numbers and like, yo, nah, we gonna be in the black with this right here. $5, come on.
The Bloody Mary gets you in. Everything else is overpriced. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
But honestly, though, if you said like Montana wasn't your thing, you could go to Montana and live like a king or be a king. Like if you're funny, like I'm not gonna name names of people who are comedians from Montana, but like you could feel like a real big fish in a small pond. Like in Chicago.
Oh, sure.
I felt like that in Chicago. I don't know if you feel like that in Atlanta. You know, after a while, we were like, you know,
I never felt like the biggest fish, but I felt like a big fish in my lane. But I also saw other lanes.
But at what point did you know I got to get out?
Because I felt like I'm not talking to enough variety of people.
Mm-hmm.
I know that other audiences exist. I know that other people with other sensibilities exist, and they're able to get their stuff off in the city at a big joint. You know what I'm saying? At a big theater or a big show or something. But you know the way these scenes are set up, I know that there's somewhere else for me. Plus, the industry is somewhere else.
Okay. I must say that first answer is very like, what's the word? Very like, what is the adjective version of philanthropy?
I was
about to say it, but then I was like, I don't want to sound stupid. But you know what I meant, like philanthropic. I don't. That sounded really stupid. I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't. I really don't.
You were like, there are more people that need to be reached with my message.
It's not that. That's not what I'm saying.
Atlanta
I'm talking about having the ability to go on stage and be stream of conscious, right? There's some places where I can go and I can get off. I can do my jokes, but I can't just talk. Because if I'm doing that, I'm not doing well.
I got you.
And there's other places where I can go, and the way I think and the way the audience receives stuff, I could just go in. I could actually like, you know what I'm saying? I can actually talk.
But I don't think that's city. I feel like that's, I mean, if I'm being dead ass, I feel like that's a lot of times doing stuff that deals with our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that funeral show in Gardena?
Yeah.
Which was a black ass show?
Yeah.
That is a bomb with a capital B, but the hardest bombs I've ever had in my life have been in front of black people, which is crazy because I also do well in terms of like black folks too, but that black is not a monolith, right?
No.
Right? So,
yeah.
So you get all types of different crowds of like the black folks who like want to hear what you say and just talking, who are amused by it. And then you got some folks who associate funny with like Mike Epps, and that's it.
And Mandel said something to me that, you know, I feel like once a room full of black people laugh at something that's like really ignorant, it's hard to get them to go back. It's hard to get them to be, you know what I'm saying? Once that button has been pushed, it's hard to like, you know, and I think some of that is the trauma in the you know, like it was uncool to know things. It was uncool to be smart. It was you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be looked at as different. I want to be, you know, I want to be with the group. So there's a you know, I think sometimes some of the places that I go alienate people at times, right? But I know that. I'm not, you know, I'm like that. You'll catch something else along the way. But there's some people that are like, nah, F that. Everything's supposed to be for me.
That's my point exactly, is that if they cannot relate to it, or if it is not in line with their values, it's not funny, which is a weird thing to do because to me, comedy's comedy. Like, funny's funny. I don't have to agree with you You could be a super like racist Republican comedian, right? Yeah, you might say something that's funny to me when I'm like, damn, it's fucked up, but
Right.
I see the humor in that.
Right.
Black folks don't play that shit. Like I remember I was telling a joke about watching interracial porn.
Yeah.
And this black lady was like, I knew he liked white bitches, and then like she just like shut down for the rest of the show because
Right.
And then I kept going on about this interracial porn I'm watching for my joke, and she's just making more noise. It's like, no, like, and I'm just like, please, man.
But
let me get this joke off.
I do feel like there's a place where in comedy, like, if you know the audience well enough, you can get anything off because you know where they're gonna groan, you know where they're gonna roll their eyes, and you already have something ready for that. Cause like I watched Ty Davis, and she had so many like minefields that she was just skipping through because she knew exactly how they were gonna react and already had jokes ready and already had like different like angles and stuff, and it was just like, ooh, this is comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're pushing their buttons, but also you're in control the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Who did that the most in my opinion was Patrice. Because Patrice knew that he was gonna piss off 50% of the audience and mostly the women. And then he would talk about how the pussy beam would come out from their pussies of like just taking the fun away from like the room. The women have lasers inside their pussies that just they shoot out. And whenever you say something that's fucked up, like, oh shit, here come the pussy beam. You know, like, and it was a way of him being like, I know this joke is gonna be messed up, and it was almost even funnier. Just watching him kind of like destroy the people who didn't even say anything out loud, but it's like the comebacks that he had, like, oh yeah, like, you know I'm right, and then just going into his shit. So
that's crazy.
That is, man. What, the pussy beams or what?
Yeah, there's that. There's, you know, the Patrice of it all. There's a lot. Dave, you grew up in Chicago?
I did, the suburbs of Chicago, and then actually moved into Chicago as an adult because my parents grew up in like the hood.
Okay.
And they were like, we don't want you growing up in that, so we moved to the suburbs. And Chicago's a weird place because, you know, in LA, like, you can live in like Culver City, or you can live in the Valley. It's still LA. You can live in Gardena. Like, I live in LA.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's LA County.
Yeah.
Chicago does not play that shit.
Right.
They're like, you from the suburbs, bitch. And I'm like, hey, I live 15 minutes from the city. There are prostitutes outside Papa John's. Like, this is still not a nice place to be.
I just saw Tim Hardaway this week. They were like, who are the top 3 guards from Chicago? And he was like, first off, D Wade is not from Chicago. And then it was like, yo, what? Yeah. And then it was like Isaiah Thomas, me, D Rose. It was like, wait.
And if you know D Wade, you know he is from the poorest city in the country, Robbins, Illinois.
Yeah.
Per capita, it is the poorest city. But that's not good enough for Tim Hardaway.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm from Chicago-ish, and then I moved to Chicago from Atlanta. After I came back, I moved back. I was a teacher in Atlanta for a long time, and I decided to come back. And
really? What did you teach?
Taught math. Man, actually, let's rewind. I got a math degree from Morehouse.
You have a math degree?
Yes, I do.
Dude,
I got a BS in mathematics.
You don't even got the side of the brain for comedy, bro. That's crazy.
I do, because to me, comedy is critical thinking. Like the way you structure, like the way you do misdirects. Like to me, it's all a formula. Like, I'm
playing Tetris on stage all the time.
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
just
like
finding bits and fitting them into different spots.
Taking them somewhere where they might not think we're going, but also creating. It's not rocket science.
Right.
You can shake it up. You can do whatever, but it's going to be a setup. It's going to be a point of view. It's going to be a punchline. It might be a mix-up, an act-out, repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how you do it and what you do, but it's very formulaic. And so I think that comedy and that, like, and math kind of go hand in hand in that right brain type shit.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, especially, when you talk about like dealing with time and and dealing with keeping up with how much time things take, how much time, getting off at the right time, all that. And then also, scheduling, booking, all that stuff. There's a lot of math involved. How far in math did you go? Do you rock with calculus?
Oh man, I had to go so far in my schooling. So you took calculus. That's freshman year. Then you took calculus 2. You took calculus 3. And calculus 2 is.
I didn't even know about. I didn't know it was a trilogy.
No, we're not done.
I didn't even know
Then
about calculus 3.
You got to take advanced calculus, which is a class where you have to prove everything that you learned in calculus 1, 2, and 3. Like I can tell you 4 plus 4 equals 8, but how do you prove it?
Oh, that's easy. You get 4 pennies. You know what I'm saying? You move them to the side, count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, but then you start thinking about, well, what is the value of how do I prove that this penny is 1 penny? Like it is.
It got a 1 on it. It say 1. It say ONE.
That's a good point, right? But advanced calculus was like proving all that shit from calculus 1 to 3, and I was like, man, I'm doing this because I got a full scholarship to Morehouse, right? And
come on,
not that I didn't keep.
Okay.
I didn't keep it.
All right.
I didn't keep it because we had to work for NASA, right? And I knew if I went to Morehouse, I couldn't afford Morehouse. But if I knew I majored in like math, I could be a NASA scholar, and that would pay for my room and board. And I already had the presidential scholarship, so everything would be taken care of. And I was in the band too.
Okay.
So like, I'm getting a refund check from all of this. I had a band scholarship too, right? So, but I hated it. I hated math. I hated math. Like,
yeah.
I'm a very like creative person. Like I like to write. I like to do, but that would have not paid for my scholarship.
Right.
So therefore I majored in math, and I was cool in calculus 1. When we got to calculus, I was like, man, what the fuck?
Right.
You know what a derivative is?
Man, ask me if I know what a derivative is. Remind me real quick.
Derivative is like the for a function, anything. It's like the shortest point from like. So let's say I give you a curve.
Mm-hmm.
Derivative is from like this point to this point is like the shortest.
Yes. Okay, I remember.
But then calculus 2 had some shit called the antiderivatives, where you had to like go backwards and like they'll give you something and you got to show like how you got there.
Okay.
And I remember just being like, hey man, I have no passion. I remember my senior thesis was on Hilbert spaces.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck a Hilbert space is to this day, but I know that he was just like, man, let's just make this boy graduate because I was there for an extra year.
Yeah.
But can you?
Hey man, we tired of looking at you, dog. Hey, you got it, bro. You got it.
So can you imagine like majoring in some shit that you have no passion in, like whatsoever?
I mean, yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I was a similar story. Like I was poli-sci, but just because I wanted to be pre-journalism, I didn't get into journalism school. I was slacking, and then I was just like, I need to get out of here. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving.
But you had no desire to go into politics.
Yeah, but like you don't have to have good grades to be in politics, obviously.
No,
yeah. Hey, you on academic probation? Come on here to the come on here, run the country, bro.
You just gotta be attractive.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Or look like Batman. Because I think that's why Gavin Newsom is gonna win, because he is Batman.
Come on, man.
I don't think people realize
he got that Pat Riley slick back.
He got that Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
he got that Bruce
for sure.
So it's funny. My line brother is actually the mayor of Birmingham, Alabama, right? And
okay, that's what's up.
I remember
that reload was on accident. My bad.
That's cool. But to your point, like, I think you just gotta be likable. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think that's more about. That's the key to anything. Like, people think comedy is like, I'm funnier than you, or when people realize instantly when you come on stage is like, do I like this person? Like, is it?
Yeah.
And if they don't like you, it's over. It's not much you can really say. You have to be a really, really, really good comic and be unlikable. You know, like
Yeah.
even with Patrice, I think people were like, I don't like this dude, but the shit was like so genius. But then there were the people who were like,
I think some people were like, I love this dude,
no,
though.
but you either liked him or you hated him. But even the people
Yeah.
that hated him still respected it.
I think being polarizing, though, for what he was doing was perfect. You know, if they're already on opposite ends of how they feel about me, then this is a perfect setup for what I'm about to say, that they're going to be opposite ends about each other.
Yeah, that's some Kanye shit right there.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, from Chicago. Come on, represent. Huh?
That's a sad time with that, man. Because, like, all you got to do is just shut the fuck up. And just.
Yo. Right.
Everybody
Everybody would have had the shoes if he would have just shut up.
The $20, whatever them things is, you know what I'm saying? Like
before that, if he would have shut up before that, if he would have shut up 6-7 years ago.
You mean
think about the hype? Yeah.
I think that's mental shit though. To be honest with you,
it definitely is, man. It definitely is.
Like, there was no rapper whose first 3 albums had that level of perfection. And yes, we're going to go into a Kanye deep dive for a second, but you had the College Dropout, which I thought was like really good.
Yeah.
Right. But then, and this is my popular opinion, maybe unpopular for many folks.
Come on, say it.
Late Registration is a perfect album. From top to bottom.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
There is not a blemish on this album whatsoever. We Major, you got Hey Mama, you got Late, the bonus track that is not a bonus track.
Little girl, please stop your
Gold Digger. Like,
yeah,
there is no dent. And then you follow that up with The Graduation. I remember living in Atlanta at the time, and they had 50 Cent album came out like the same week as, and they were
Curtis.
Remember when people listened to the radio, and then they were like, they had a Kanye versus 50 like battle, and they were playing songs from the album.
Yeah,
and I heard Flashing Lights, and I was like, it's nothing that 50 Cent can do.
Right
after I heard that fucking song. Right?
Yeah,
and
come on, man.
Long story short, just before his mom's passed, I was like, this dude, wait till Good Ass Job comes out and he just fuck niggas up. But then she passed, and he wasn't the same after that. But the trajectory that this man was on, that's why I get so mad when I hear like these new albums that he comes out with, and I'm just like, what is this non-soul sampling bullshit that I don't want to hear you over like drill. I need some soul samples, dog.
But no, I feel you.
The best song on Donda, hands down, is "Life of the Party."
Yeah. Well,
And it's funny because Andre 3000 gave you like this beautiful last verse about if there's a heaven, like why would God do this to us? And then Kanye just comes out and just starts making noises and shit like.
Well, not only that, and Kanye's like, I don't want it on the album because you cursing. And then, fast forward a couple years later, my wife butt naked.
She wore a condom to the red carpet.
Come on.
Which is also on Yeezy.com. So, I know Bully was supposed to come out, and I don't know. I heard Beauty and the Beast. Did you hear that?
I am all the way out the game, dog.
Okay.
I'm all the way out the game. I might have heard Donda 2 in passing. I might have been in the car with somebody that played Donda 2. I can't tell you about Carnival, none, like any of that stuff, You know what I'm saying? Like when they in the stadiums with Marilyn Manson and stuff, I'm all the way all the way out, bro. I'm just, man.
I'm still hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I remember he released that like Simon player, like that.
I did have that. That. Yeah.
Like you bought that,
and then they deplatformed them. They dropped them, and I was like, well, who else uses this? This was for his music. What are y'all doing? But now y'all got me splitting Anita Baker stems in the house, cause
how did that stem shit work?
So okay, it was bugged out. It was like a thing, and I think it had Bluetooth, but it had no screen. So it's like, how you gonna pair it to something you can't see it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, but it had like a stripe that went this way and a stripe that went that way, and you could separate music into 4 different stems and then play. So then you could isolate vocals, or you could isolate like the whatever tracks they recorded on the file. You could kind of isolate it. So I could take Anita Baker, only the vocals, take the music out. Now I'm listening to like an Anita Baker acapella. Yeah,
that sounds dope as fuck.
It's kind of dope, but it also is kind of like, it's one of them things that like when you pull it out at a party, you get made fun of a lot, and then people don't. You know what I'm saying? You got to nail it for them to see the dopeness.
Right.
It's like having the first yo-yo. You know what I'm saying? Like if the person who had the first yo-yo, if they messed it up, it wouldn't have caught on. It's like, yeah, that's stupid, bro. That's just a wheel on a string. But you had to really just like walk the dog on them one time for them to be like, all right, I need to learn how to do that.
I mean, because them yo-yo tricks used to be amazing. Like when you would make the thing. Kind of like
the little baby cradle or whatever. Yeah. You do that, and then
that's how you. I'm showing my age right now because I grew up on Nickelodeon when they would show you that shit. You'd be like, God damn, I need a fucking yo-yo.
Come on, man.
And then you would get it, and then you would just end up smacking the shit out of yourself several times.
Well, I'm a little younger. We had X-Brains, so they cheated for us. They had yo-yos with little like motors in them that would help you make them go to sleep. And then once you could make it go to sleep, now you could do tricks. So we cheated.
We just had fucking yo-yos, which was like basically like the weapon that David killed Goliath with in the Bible, like the slingshot.
Yeah.
And you could fuck people up with yo-yos back in the day.
Yeah, you know how Batman has that thing he throws and it goes around somebody's legs and they trip up. That's
the Batarang.
Not the Batarang, the other thing, the like.
Oh, I know.
The bally stringy thing. He don't really name it.
But you know what it is.
Yeah.
In the cartoon.
Yeah.
They be laying on the side and shit.
It's some stuff you just got to assume's in the utility belt.
So, back to the stem real quick. So, you could like DJ with this at parties. And like it's something that you can like.
You could probably use it as a device. I don't know if you could necessarily like DJ by yourself with it. But you could probably like cue something up on it. And like, yeah, and especially the Kanye songs because they were built for it. Word. So they were built to like separate, because some of the songs sounds bleed over and stuff because they weren't made for the stems to be played, you know.
That was my question. Like, what songs are stem compatible? And it's a very interesting relationship between comedy and music. And I have turntables myself. I got Serato.
Okay.
And,
all right.
You know, it's one of them things where that does not deserve no. But I actually enjoy music more than I enjoy comedy, and I love comedy. But
I do too, but I can't retain lyrics and I can't play any instruments.
It's not about that. It's just a feeling. Like, for example, I got YouTube Music, which to me, I wish I would have known about this shit a long time ago, where you can just find stuff that's not on streaming platforms and download it just like from the YouTube app.
Yeah.
And, you know, YouTube has everything, right? So I could be in a mood where I find somebody's music I like. Like I've been into sampling, and this is yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all.
It's all good.
You in the sampling?
Yeah, I'm in the sampling. Where I found this website, not a website, YouTube channel where this dude just plays these artists, and all it is, and I can show you.
Wait, no, we don't. There's one rule on the podcast: we don't look anything up.
Okay, all right. That's a real rule.
That's a real rule.
All
There's
right.
only one rule. Everything else is
I
a
can
go.
I can murder you right now, but you like.
I mean, if you do that, you're in the podcast. But you know, if you know, and also it's documented, it is recorded, there is evidence. So now you know you're putting a lot of people in a weird position because it's like
myself.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I got you. Well, back to YouTube Premium or YouTube Music. It's just a lot of cool shit that's not on streaming services, and then you get on people's like you subscribe to them, and you be like, oh my gosh. you get into these like playlists of DJ sets of just cool ass people who can find the soul samples and put shit together. You're just not gonna find on the other streaming platforms.
Right.
And I listen to that stuff. I'm always in my car, and I could listen to a podcast or audio book. That would make me smarter, I guess, or make me more fulfilled. But
right.
I just like, as I was driving down the 405 through hell to get here from Inglewood, I was listening to just shit that I did not know what it was. But I was like, this makes me feel good, And I can listen to anything, but music puts me in a place, especially like 70s music, like or like yacht rock.
Okay.
I'm really into yacht rap right now. I don't know.
What is yacht rap? Like Rick Ross?
That's not yachty enough. Rob, what the fuck is this?
This is how you feel.
Nah. Is this yacht rap?
No, this is just how you feel on the inside when you listen to music.
It's too fast. I need some slow shit, man. That was the antithesis of how I feel on the inside right there.
I feel like that's it. You hear some music, and then you're just like.
Sometimes I did feel that way when I heard "Holla Back Girl" for the first time, though.
Is this it? Is this?
It's kind of similar, But have you heard "Life Is Beautiful"?
By Nas?
No. 2 Chainz and Larry June, joint project with The Alchemist doing production.
I've heard people talk about it.
Well, that "Life Is Beautiful," the title track of the song is just like, that's yacht rap, man. Where it's just like a level of a lot of like Huff and Gamble type strings over like very minimal beats, and you just got people rapping about, man, come on. Didn't that feel good right there?
Yeah, that does feel good.
Didn't that feel good, man?
Yeah.
You hear that flute?
Yeah.
Hold on. Talk to him.
We got Dave Helem in the building.
Man, come on, bro.
This is the Inconsistent
Come
podcast.
on now.
And you're now listening to Life is Beautiful. Larry June, 2 Chainz, The Alchemist.
Cut it off.
It gives me like a Barry White Love Unlimited orchestra kind of feel.
You just want to drink a mimosa, man.
Yeah.
And a coffee at the same time, and just do some work. I mean, I don't really smoke weed.
A mimosa and a coffee. That's like 3 different genres of beverage at once.
But you don't do it at the same time. You take the mimosa, then you chase it with the coffee, and then you eat your fruit. And you shit later, and it's a good time.
'Cause you're on a boat. They just drop that off in the water.
Or a hotel in the air.
A hotel in the air?
It's literally a track on Yacht Rap 2.
Like the Jetsons?
The name of the song is Hotel in the Air, and it's the breeziest. So I'm shout out to The Alchemist for just.
This is crazy. To make Meet the Grams and then also make like me feel like that, that's crazy.
Also, what's that song with Kendrick? It's like a fight between him and his baby mama. And it's like, fuck you, nigga, no, fuck you too. For like 9 minutes. And The Alchemist made that track too. So it's crazy just watching. He's in my top 5 now.
Yeah.
Before, I didn't know, but he might be on my top 4 for my Mount Rushmore production wise.
Wow.
That's hard.
That's crazy.
It's like Madlib, Al.
Dilla. Oh, this says Hotel Bel Air.
No, dog. Hotel in the Air. This is smooth too, though. Hold on.
Oh wait.
Okay. Wait till that shit drop. You be like, God damn. I need some coffee and a mimosa. Hold on. Give it like. You ready?
Okay.
You can't be scared of change, my nigga.
I never listened to Larry June. I just hear his name, and I mention his name to like sound cool, but I never like really listened before. It's really good.
Larry June gives himself affirmations in his songs.
Yeah.
He always says, "Good job, Larry."
Oh man, I like that. Yeah.
Good job. Good. I need that. I'm at a point like I'm in my 40s now, so I don't want to hear the shit where it's like I'm gonna kill you, and you know, like nah. I need some shit where it's like I'm gonna drink mimosas and I'm gonna go. He brags about drinking $12 juices. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I got some expensive lemonade. I'd be like, damn, I want some expensive lemonade. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, and even though it's not expensive,
right,
I pay for it. You know?
right. You got lemonade money.
Mm-hmm. So that's just where I'm at in my life, man. Like everything is just positivity. It's enough shit in the world right now in 2025.
Yeah,
And Donald Trump's America, where I need to just ride on the 405 and be smooth.
yeah.
Because when I go back home
Mm-hmm.
and I go back to Inglewood, and actually I got to go to fucking Downey to get my daughter.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know where Downey is, but Downey is
I
like
don't.
east. It's near Compton from here.
Okay.
So I am going to be driving for probably 2 hours to go pick up my daughter, right? And you just need stuff to make you feel good. I might get one of those coconut LaCroix that I saw outside. And I don't think coconut and LaCroix should ever be a combination. But I've never had it, and you know what? Put on some Larry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ride.
Okay. Dave, what's your favorite color sky?
Sky?
Yeah.
Like when I go outside and look in the sky, what's my favorite color to see?
Sure.
My favorite color is like the bluest of the blues, like not a cloud in the sky.
The bluest of the blues.
Yeah.
You can get that out here.
You can. Atlanta it happens a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's just like not a cloud in the sky. Out here, I don't know. Like it's kind of smoky and
Yeah.
it smells like aluminum a lot of times.
What about Chicago? Bluest of the blue?
Hell no. It's gray a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
50% of the year, which is why people suffer from depression. People think that people in Chicago are like really violent. We just need more sun, man. You know. And then when we get the sun, we don't know how to act. So then we kill people.
Right. The taste.
Right.
Summertime, y'all finally get some sun.
You don't know how to act.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I gotta save all of this sun, and I'm so excited that I'm going to act a damn fool right now and shoot people, and it's not okay. So I think we need to do something like you watch Paradise on Hulu?
I haven't yet. It's on my list.
Okay, well I can't.
Sterling K come by the show.
Can't get into that. Can't spoil that.
Okay. Okay.
So never mind. But
I know the song by LL Cool J and A. Marie.
What's it called?
Paradise.
Oh, okay. I got a math degree, but clearly I have no context skills to realize what you were just talking about, man. But
there was no context.
I hate that. That does not make me feel good on the inside.
What? You don't like Paradise?
Nah, you know what? I like a good sample, and that is a sample in the song. But
it's like a quadruple sample.
I think I just like slower music. You know, like like I said, I like yacht rap. I like stuff that's like, let me just sit down and nod my head to some shit. And I don't have much energy, man. Like I'm just, it's like I like sloths. You know, like if you could find me music that made me feel like a sloth, I think I would like that.
Got you.
Like Adagio for Strings. Like, are you familiar with that song? Yeah, that's just a bunch of violin chords going on for like.
What is it called?
Adagio for Strings.
Oh man,
makes you feel good. I'm bringing some culture to this podcast, goddamn.
D-O
Adagio.
A-D-A-G.
Like a dag. Like a David Allen Greer. I-O. It's funny in the industry when you work on shows, they be like, I love dag. And I'm like, and that's what they call David Allen Greer. And oh yeah.
Okay. This does feel like a Diddy skit.
It was one. No. He used this in Victory on his album for one of the interludes.
Right.
I'm serious.
Oh man. Oh, that's crazy.
That's funny that you remembered that.
Man, I thought the Hitmen did this. The Hitmen didn't do this?
No,
They not Adagio?
No, that was a complete.
You know David Allen Greer had a sitcom called Dag?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But it was an acronym for something else. He was like some kind of like secret agent or Secret Service or something.
I can barely hear you over this bliss that is happening right now. I mean, I can hear you, but it's just like it was taking over my body.
I got you.
Shout out to David Allen Greer also real quick for you ever see a movie that does not have good reviews or quote unquote success, but to you it means something because I just like it. And that to me was Blank Man. You know, like
oh, you were cold. Oh man, that was ill. I don't know.
What was that mean? I really enjoyed that movie. But
yeah, Blank Man was great.
Yeah, I thought
he was the other guy,
and he was so good in that role. The funniest part though is when they gave J5 that bomb, and it killed J5. Like,
come on, man.
They were like, because he was like the fake R2D2, right?
It
was a bomb in the stall.
It was kind of like Short Circuit.
Yeah. Johnny. That's exactly what it was.
Instead of Johnny 5, it was J5. Yeah,
so yeah,
like the Jackson 5.
I am wrong.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be more of a Johnny 5 situation. Man, I am old because I remember Short Circuit. Those Lobos kick your ass. Those Lobos kick your face. Those Lobos kick your balls into outer space. You remember that? You don't remember when he fought
a little bit
when he went to East LA and fought the Mexicans and they were called Los Lobos, the gang.
I was very, very young when I saw Short Circuit.
Now this is part 2.
I saw them both back to back,
but
when I saw them,
I think they embraced.
And the only thing I really remember is them reading books real fast.
Yeah, he could do that.
I remember that, and then I remember Meteor Man. He was doing that, and it was like, oh, he got that from Short Circuit. Yeah.
But there's a part in Short Circuit too where the Mexican gang recruited Johnny 5, and now he's wearing like bandanas and like a denim jacket. It was very wild.
Oh man.
That's why we gotta write movies, because when you watch stuff, you be like, "This is no worse than anything that I would create." Ever.
Right.
Shout out to Short Circuit too.
Shout out to Short Circuit too. I don't think we've ever really gotten into the Short Circuit lore on this podcast. You know,
never.
Nah.
Who's Johnny? She said. This a song?
Yeah.
Who's Johnny? This is the barge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, I like that. Little 80s Casio.
Right.
Ooh. Now, let me ask you a question, Rob.
Yes.
What song, when you hear it, it just makes you feel like, man, I feel good. Like I feel great when I hear this.
A lot of the Gap Band, you know, like the Yearning for Your Love, you know, the Brothers Johnson.
What songs like
Strawberry Letter 22, yeah, 23, 22.
Yeah, it's one of them numbers.
One of them. Both of them.
That's very interesting. Okay. That's good.
I like hearing live instruments. I just watched the Sly Stone doc, so I've been listening to There's a Riot Going On, but it really you know, it's probably good for right now, but it's not my chill music. It's more of a like, all right,
coping.
Yeah. I'm ready for this American Flag album. Give it to me.
Those are songs that I would not necessarily think you would say because they're like older, you know. But those are fucking great songs. That's good.
I love older music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of gauge see what kind of turns you on music wise. I got you.
Oh yeah. Nah, I the Marvin Gaye stuff I love. Like I'm a old school. If I had to keep one, old school or like new school, I'm picking old school every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the song for me that really makes me feel good, like the best, is "Party" by Quavo and Takeoff and on DJ Khaled's album. Like they sample "Party" all the time, which is original.
Oh yeah.
But they did it so well. Man, this shit makes me feel like I can fight lions. And I hate DJ Khaled. I hate him, but man, turn this shit up. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Getting lit it.
Whoa. Wait a minute, Quavo. Wait, he was trying to tell us. On the Khaled album, he was trying to tell us.
I don't like Diddy. On the couch getting litty.
Oh, man.
When your mouth don't
Poor
speak.
Quavo, poor Kesha, poor all the people that just threw, poor Boosie, all the people that threw Diddy into stuff, and he's not even on the song. He's not even on this song.
No. But I mean, that was before I think the Diddy stuff came out. So when he's trying to something like Diddy, it was like, it happened so fast.
It happened really fast.
I remember I was in Miami on one of them tour boats when you like and they show you like the people's houses on the islands, like Star Island. They're like, that's Diddy's house. I mean, now you can't. No,
right.
It's not the same connotation when you when you point out Diddy's house. It's not. And I don't even know where I'm going with that, but it's just like
are we privy? Do we know all the stars on Star Island?
No, I know Diddy and Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Shaq. I think Shaq has a house on.
Oh yeah, Shaq said that in How My Ass Tastes. He was like, "I live next to Diddy. No, matter of fact, Diddy lived next to me."
The name of the song is How Does My Ass Taste?
Yeah, he was like, Kobe couldn't do without me. Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. That was like this big like chorus or whatever.
Man, then he was crying big tears after he passed.
That's like Patrick Ewing saying that he better than me. That's like Kareem saying that's like Patrick Ewing saying he got more rings than me. That's like Kareem saying that he better than me. Kobe couldn't do without me. Tell me how my ass tastes.
That's wild to just go from there to there.
Hey man, it got the job done.
But Shaq was not a bad rapper though, man. Like his best song by far is
You Can't Stop the Rain,
which is the Loose End sample, which
you can't stop the rain.
Which anybody could have rapped on that song, it would have been great. But what's his name?
Biggie?
Biggie.
Anybody could have rapped a song like what's his name? Biggie.
but Biggie did the song justice. But I'm saying like wasn't like Shaq Shaq did well on the song. I'm not shitting on it. But like the track is just so amazing that I think it would have just been a hit regardless.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Did the RZA do that beat?
I don't think so. What makes you say the RZA?
I remember there was like a Shaq RZA.
Oh, that's No Hooks.
No Hooks. Okay.
That's No Hooks. Which really is weird. That's like Wu-Tang and Shaq.
Got you.
That's like that's not a really good combination, in my opinion.
What you mean? It's 1994. Wu-Tang and Shaq throwing a party. You going? You going to the Wu-Tang Shaq party?
Play No Hooks. Because that's beautiful right there. We know this song. You can't stop it, rock it, in my pocket, some chocolate, something. You can't stop the rain. On a topic.
He could look in your mind, dog. You didn't even know Shaq could look inside your mind
and see your shook demeanor.
Come on, dog. He done shook the whole backboard in your mind, bro.
Right. This is Shaq as the 11th member of Wu-Tang after Capadonna. Have you heard this?
I've never heard this. Come on.
That's the RZA. You know, doing what the RZA gonna do.
Come on. What?
You gotta hit.
I think they need a hook.
You didn't want to hear Shaq rap?
Where is Shaq?
He coming?
We have a podcast to do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we better start it real quick.
Hurry up, Shaq. There we go.
Okay. That's a show he just wrote it. That's like, I'm current. Craig Mack is still on the radio.
He's way better than the RZA on this song.
I'm a perfect stranger. Come on.
I think my favorite.
Y'all watching TGIF? I'm a perfect stranger.
He's current. He's showing you that he's.
I'm current, baby.
He's with the shit. Hey,
I'm with the time. This could have been a freestyle.
That's hilarious. Shaq once said, if you fuck with me, you get your ass kicked in my part," which was like a play on Jurassic Park. He said, "You get your ass kicked in my part."
Okay,
and I was just
that's
like,
Jay-Z level right there.
Man,
that's
like,
Hov. I'm a franchise like a Houston Rocket. Yeah, I mean.
And also, just because we're talking about double entendres right now, when he says I can bring water to a well, which well was it? Was it the animal or the
just any? I could
object?
sell to any well. I could sell water to any well. SeaWorld, Atlantic Ocean,
farms.
Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
like that chart, and you see like a big whale, and then like a smaller whale, beluga whale, white whale, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the animal.
Killer whale.
I thought about the device, like a watering well, because it's water in that well. He said I could sell water to a well. You never thought about that? No. You just thought about all types of animals.
I'm thinking he's going like, yo, I could sell water to a whale. You know, like Jadakiss was like, we need the scales that they weigh the whales with. So I'm thinking, yeah, dog,
yeah, that's an animal right there.
I'm thinking he's got the snorkels on, and he like, yo, buy this water from me. But yeah,
I can sell
neither
water.
of them have money. You could go either way.
But that's what makes it a double entendre. You know what I'm saying?
It's a triple. Don't ask me how.
How's it triple? I got water well, the device.
Yeah.
I got whales, the animal.
And
That's
then
it.
you got James Brown's hot tub. Well. Because it's water in the jacuzzi. The hot tub make me wet. Dave, you got anything you want to promote? Anything you want to tell the people?
Oh my God, that is the dumbest shit I've heard in 2025. I love it so much. Yo, yeah, every first Saturday of the month, I produce a dope comedy show at the world famous comedy store called A Dope Comedy Show.
Hey,
every Saturday, first Saturday of the month at 9:30 in the Belly Room. It is a place of diverse, mostly people of color comedy, where you see all types of styles and flavors, and you might see some real slow talking black comics. You might see some high energy, chocolate sundaes type comics. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get it all.
You gonna get it all
at a dope comedy show. We don't discriminate.
Curated to funny.
That's right.
I don't think I've seen anybody on the lineup where I'm like, well, they don't know what they doing. They just famous. They just got a face on a flyer. Nah, it's not that type of show.
You can't email me.
Yeah.
And have your manager be like, excuse me, this person. No.
Yeah.
I don't find them to be
And
entertaining.
I feel like you breed an environment where people can play and not feel like, oh, I got to showcase. It feels like, oh, I can just like go in. I can do what I'm excited about doing.
Yeah.
I can say what I want to say.
I want to get add more music to it to figure out ways to be able to play around with that. And that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was the James Brown.
Just real quick.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't want. The goal was to not derail you.
It's all good, man. It's all good. No, I love it. It definitely derailed me. But come out March 1st is the next one.
Let's go.
And it's every first Saturday of the month. And to check out my new Don't Tell special that dropped out as well.
Congrats.
We used to be a great nation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it a title. Some people don't title theirs, and it's like, why would you not title it?
You got to title it, man.
Yeah.
So
dope.
This is a good time, man.
Yeah.
I learned about triple entendres and that Jay-Z. That really made my day. I don't think you understand that. I really appreciate you, sir.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's right.
Dave Helem, this is the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze. If you're on the opposite side of the country, March 1st, then come through to Union Hall, see your boy in Brooklyn, one night only. But yeah, check us out next episode. Oh, that was fun, though.